WIFTDPM.
What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. For the black people. 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 What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. For the black people. 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 What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. For the black people. 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 For the black people.
Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer?
Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
You sure looking good tonight, baby. I just wanna make sweet love to you tonight, baby. If you don't mind, let me tell you.
Hey there, sexy lady of my dreams. Can I have you here with me? I just wanna love you down. Yeah. I'm making you scream my name. Loving your body. I'll be kissing your body. And I'll be caressing your body. Oh, baby. Just come on. Loving your body. I'll be loving, feeling your body. I'm gonna touching your body all night, baby. Now I'm about to fulfill your fantasy. So come a little closer, bring your body to me. I'm trying to take my time, I won't rush at all, 'cause you deserve the best. I'm gonna love, I'm gonna kissing your body until the morning comes. Caressing your body, oh baby, just come on, loving your body, and let me feeling your body, and I just wanna touching your body. If you don't mind, baby, let me loving your body. I just wanna kissing your body. Don't stop me, baby, kissing your body. Oh, baby, come on, and let me feel your body. Please, baby, touching your body. Baby. La 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 la. Oh, baby, please. Oh, please, baby. We're gonna get it on tonight. Let's get it on. Get it on. I wanna kissing your body all night, baby. Kissing your body, oh baby. Don't stop long. Loving your body, just let me love you. I just wanna touch your body, you all night long. Come on. I wanna do it again. Kissing your body. I wanna do it again. I just can't get enough of you, baby. Feeling your body, touching your body. I just wanna feel you tonight, baby. Makes me love. If you don't mind, if you don't sip a little wine, sip up, if you don't mind, spend a little time. Ooh, I wanna make me love. Ooh, I wanna make me love. Ooh, I wanna make me love.
WIFTBPM. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Lenders give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up to seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. Got my co-host, the real co-host, Ruthie Moore in the building. She's back.
Good morning.
In the building, in the block. Ruthie, that's 2 days in a row. You like chipper in your
2
good
days.
Uh-oh.
I'm going for 3.
3 in a row. All right,
and
y'all.
then, Thursday, Friday, and I'm easy.
Well, that's because you be coasted then. You be like, yeah, we almost there. We had made it to the hump. Then it's like, it'd be like you're on the slippery slope. It is the Maze Jackson Show. So, yeah, I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Ruthie, how you feeling this morning?
Pretty good. It's Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Beautiful day in Chicago.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It's like, what will today bring?
You know what? Today's one of them days, man. I'm about to have a day. I gotta go drop the car off. I hate when the light comes on, right?
Oh, you better put some tape on it. Put some black tape on it.
Oh, you said
you won't even see it no more.
Yeah,
you won't even see it no more, Maze.
The light came on, which means it's time for the annual, the quarterly oil change. Then I heard a squeak, which means that I'm gonna go ahead and get the brake pads changed before it gets to the rotors. Right? You be trying to, then I gotta, you know what though, because basically the car is on like a auto time. Like they don't do like ding, 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 ding. It'd be like ding, ding, ding. Everything's wrong all at the same time. Right? So, and then so they gotta go in and then I think there's an update. So I gotta get the computer update so they can put so I gotta drop the car off. And then the problem when you drop the car off is now you gotta get back home, right? Then you got to get back to the car. Mm-hmm. Then you got to take the boy to basketball. It's just one of them things. So it's one of those days. It's going to be one of those running around days. But I'm going to tell you what, though. I'm blessed
to be able to do it. So I'm not even tripping. That and Ruthie, I might need a suggestion. Because, you know, when you try to give a brother, so I got this 67 Chevy Impala SS. 4 on the floor, Corvette engine, the whole thing. And I've been saving up for like 4 years to get it together. Like, just to be like, okay, so, you know how the brothers sell you on the dream of, hey, man, you give me that car, I'm going to take care of it. Come look at my cars. I didn't take care of all these cars. I'm doing the DJ, so I need to not do that because I started to go on the DJ back. But so the brothers say, man, give me a chance with that car. I'm going to show you what I could do with it. And, you know, they got a nice little stable, and so you go ahead and you get a brother the keys to the car, and they tell you, oh, you know, first of all, you know, I'm one of them people that is like, no matter how long it took me, if I gave it to you, I want it back tomorrow. If I can't get it back tomorrow, I want it within a week. So what happens when the brother do like the so I went to go, so he told me a month. So, you know, a month you waiting. Now this was in April.
Oh.
Right? So I'm waiting in April, a month, thinking like, you know, May, and I'll put the 2-week cushion in there, right? So I was like, it ain't gonna be a month, it's gonna be 6 weeks. Well, it then went to 2 more weeks. So then I'd be like, okay, so I started calling every day. Then I went to every week. Then I went to like every 2 weeks. And now we are approaching August, which means that I had big plans because this was the summer for me and my boy to go, because he likes that car better than he likes the whip, right? And we were supposed to go to all the places where the white people be and pull our car up and open it up. And because it's so funny, because it's like, it's the same reaction. White people, when they pull up on the car, even when it wasn't done or anything, they be like, that's a nice car. Where'd you get that? I mean, I've been getting crazy like offers for this car that, you know, I'm not really the biggest car guy, right? Like, it's like, do it go? Do it drive? You heard of it before? Okay, cool. I'm good. Well, now it's August. And, you know, you put half down. Like, when it's time for him, when I finally get the car back, how much should I give him the whole other half? Or should I deduct the stack for like 2 months? I mean, like, literally. Like, I was supposed to have this April, May. It's June, July. And then he done had 5 sisters and brothers die in the time. Because when, you know, it'd be like, well, I had to call the person that introduced me to him. And it's like, it's his boss. So he can't not take the call. Right? Then I got his wife number, so I had to call his wife.
Oh, you had to do all that?
Okay, if I call you 4 weeks, you got my car and my cash, and you ain't, and I got to call somebody. Because, you know, you call the wife, they going to be like, don't have you even call my house.
Yeah, that's a...
Right. But it's like, Joe, you know when a mug be like, okay, I got his money, I got his car, and I don't have either. Because, you know, I'd just be like, give me my money back and give me my car.
I think deducting something might be
A stack?
necessary. I don't know how much now, but something for your troubles.
See?
But
I'm gonna tell you, white guy was like, oh, if you give me that car, I'll take good care of it. I'll paint her. She'll look just like she came off the showroom floor. I'm telling you, boy, that's a beauty you got there. Nah, I'm gonna give it to the brother. I'm gonna give it to the brother. All right, it's okay. I ain't gonna cut him off. I mean, I'm gonna cut him off, but I'm gonna try again. And again. And again. All right, y'all. That's my story today. So, Ruthie Moore, how you feeling? So, what you got going on today? You said it was
hopefully nothing like that. That's my metric.
Oh, dag. Are you going to the are you bike riding your?
Nope.
You're not riding your bike?
Nope.
You're not going to the pier?
Nope.
Dag, Ruthie.
No plans.
No plans?
You know the very ain't going around. I gotta see what's going on.
After you done been out in these streets. you done been out in the streets for a month now talking about, so I gotta check on the Delta virus.
I gotta see what that's what people say. I gotta see what I gotta see what's going on.
Well, do you think they're gonna start putting accounts back on TV?
You know what? I've been wondering how it's about to look. You see, they're trying to keep the scare tactics down a little bit.
No, they talk about they are like, enough with the lotteries, mandated. You see in France right now, Macron said, if you ain't got no mandate, you got to stay in the house. We ain't staying there no more. They started rioting.
You see the people rioting.
Yeah, man.
And I think in Australia too.
Man, this is like some television, TV type stuff going on. I'm telling you, this Planet of the Apes ain't that far away. Good thing we ain't got no apes. But the way y'all treat these dogs, the dogs might take over.
Ooh.
You got dogs be walking around standing up on two legs talking about some, I told you they was acting crazy. You got to watch these. I'm just telling you.
They do know all the business, though, if you think about it.
I mean, yeah. Some of y'all done let these dogs y'all done got so far as y'all let the dog in the bed. Now, I'm just saying, y'all know the dog ain't got no shoes on. Be walking.
People wipe their dog paws.
Who does that?
People do that.
Really?
Yes, it's the thing. Wiping your dog.
Y'all, these, I'm going to tell you, we're going to have a talk about these dogs. I'm just telling you now. Dogs, don't touch the bed.
And some dogs have shoes.
And those are the people that, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. All right. So, Ruthie, you good?
Yep.
Reese! What's up, DJ Reese the Ruler? How you doing? Blessed by the best. You already know the rest.
Best. You already know the rest. How y'all doing today?
Oh, we good, man. Reese starting to get into this.
Out the country. I don't know. Yeah, you might have a variant. So.
Oh Lord.
Try to hire from you.
Actually, though, Ruthie is vaccinated, right? I'm sorry.
I mean, I know you can't help yourself.
Well, I'm vaccinated. Reese vaccinated, right? Like. So that's the only reason I ain't wrap you up in plastic. Wrap you up in plastic. You ain't have no shield here because I knew you was already.
Listen, I'm cautious. If I would have had any.
Yes, Ruthie is
inkling,
Ruthie be like, hey Joe, I be thinking she really be doing this so she can have a day off, but she be like, hey, I was thinking, no. Nah, I appreciate that about you though, and it's like you like super straight up. Like everybody else be kind of hedging their bets. Like, well, I might have had one time took it off, but I think
putting other people at risk. I think that's the challenge with COVID is you want people to be able to live their lives, but you also realize how much you put other people at risk. So,
when does COVID become the flu? About 3 more years.
Maybe if you get it and you don't drop dead.
Well, I think that's the whole point, though, right? Like that's why they keep emphasizing the people that's dying now are only. It's like 100% of them are unvaccinated.
That's what. Okay, so now that I don't necessarily believe.
I don't be believing a lot of stuff
because also people that are vaccinated are also dying. So that's the part that. Well, I'm gonna really ain't supposed to be talking about.
They are talking about mandating the vaccine, and I think when that happens, that mixed with some Trumpism, and it's gonna be real crazy in Chicago, and not Chicago, but in the country too. All right, we got Reese the Ruler, we got Miss Ruthie Moore in the building. So let's do this. Let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. Reese, you ready to get this thing up in the air? Or you trying to get your headphones together so you can find it? Hey, man, keep that boy locked and loaded because we got to get up. We are up and away, 60,000 feet. This is the Maze Jackson Show. All right, Ruthie, what's up with your girl, Lori? Did you hear the story yesterday?
Which one?
There's a few. There are a few.
What you talking about?
Well, the first one is the story about where she says re-election is not a gimme. She went on the Sway show. Now, here I am thinking... Like, she went on Sway, like Sway and Tech. Remember, like, on the Wake Up show? I was thinking she was on the Sway show, like Sway and Tech, Sway, Wake Up. But nah, she was on the Sway show, which is some lady from the New York Times' podcast. Where, first of all, let's start here. Why does Mayor Lori Lightfoot do more? She had the most appearances on national TV networks like than anybody almost. Like she had like almost 100 and something appearances on CNN and MSNBC and all of these places. Why does she always go to the national to tell her story? When Chicago don't care about nothing national. We really only care about local stuff.
I think because she's a national politician and
that has not mastered the local media that she lives in.
But she can usurp that. Like she can surpass that. She don't need this.
Well, I think it's interesting that you say that. I always think of how Chicago is. Like I remember, like the reason I believe that Barack Obama became the president was because he could have become the mayor. Right. And so there's always been a thing in Chicago where it's up and out. If you could be a threat, if you're a danger, if you can upset the local apple cart, if you have that, that's why Rahm Emanuel, they sent him to Daly saw him on the horizon and was like, hey, get him on the team and then promote him. Get him out of here. Make him the congressman so I don't have to worry about him. Same way with Barack Obama. I think that Lori Lightfoot she can sell a different story nationally than she can locally.
She does. And her national image is different from her local image.
100%, but the nation doesn't vote for her, which is why I thought it was important, that it was interesting that she went to a national outlet, the New York Times, to say that re-election for her was not a gimme. And I think we need to go back and listen to the whole thing. But I'll play the clip. But the mayor told the nation before she told the city that she may not run again. But it'll be an interesting clip. That interview was pretty interesting. I really wish we might have to sit down and break that apart and clip it up and chop it up one of these days and just break out the pieces. Because she was it's like, I think she's so on point to fight with local stuff that she just kind of broke down. And I feel like these white folks from out the state give her an ear. And I also think that she built some national credibility by attacking Trump during the time, and so some of the national people give her a way out. I mean, give her a lot more respect than we do locally. Also,
I mean, but even also think about, I think her team did a good job with the branding and marketing related to the Chicago COVID response, like those memes and those GIFs, and like that was good. When on a national level, like people liked that. People liked it.
Nationally. I think even locally.
It was fun. It was
I think initially
approachable.
Locally, because I was just a hater, I probably skipped all of that. But I do think that it kind of backfired as we went down this spiral, down this complete hole. I don't even think anybody remembers any of that stuff now, because it's like you talking about the murder, the shootings, and it's national. But I also think Keisha Lance Bottoms and the mayor of Seattle gave her a way out, where they're saying that they had one term was enough. And so I think the mayor may be setting the stage, but we'll talk about it. The other thing I thought was very interesting is that, she spent you were gone, Ruthie, but she spent the last couple of weeks denying your boy, John Catanzara's belief that, I love your face when I say that, when he said that they had a police deal, and she said, no, it wasn't, and she wasn't aware. And then here it is 2 weeks later, there's a deal. So got me asking who was doing the negotiating while she was not paying attention. It seems like the city is now.
But see, I think that was a tactic.
I think that it was.
So that because he tried to take it public, but she was like, no, we're keeping this. We're not about to do this in the media, because she knows she can't necessarily win.
I think it was already done. We're going to talk about it, so we'll save some time for that when we come back. Also, I saw Speaker Welch was with Speaker Pelosi yesterday. Speaker to speaker. Somebody said one day maybe he'll be the speaker there. That's interesting. That was pretty cool, though. It was pretty cool. I guess it's got to be cool to be the Speaker of the House. Like the first black Speaker of the House to Illinois. Boy, you get the Superstar Tour, though. All the people that's going to be like, that was a pretty good little photo shoot I saw yesterday. How about this one? Mask mandate on the horizon. After they plan to kill us all with Lollapalooza, then the mayor says a mask mandate is not out of the way. Ruthie, the responses on COVID-19 are chock full of ironies. Irony, isn't it? Lies. That would be it.
Money.
Chock full. Oh, we're going to talk about it because I think that's what's happening. Hey, it's 6:30, so let's do this. Let's welcome the WBGX 1570 AM audience. Hey, y'all, we want to welcome you all to the Maze Jackson Show. You are tuning in. We've been live since 6 a.m. Maze, Ruthie, and DJ Reese. We are flying at 60,000 feet. We're still covering headlines, plus we got the social media question of the day. Y'all going to be mad at me because I'm asking a question that I've asked before. Should we really be having Lollapalooza? Should we really be having Lollapalooza? The talks are getting louder and louder. The COVID rate is creeping up, and the mayor's like she's 100% confident. The governor says he's going, but he's wearing a mask. But I thought it was if you were fully vaccinated, you didn't need to wear a mask. Plus, they told us that they were going to make sure that everybody had a 24-hour test. I'm going to stop because I got to tell y'all all this after the break. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Maze, Ruthie, and Reese will be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTV-PM.
Church Chicago's Power Hour. I'm your host, Angie Mims, and
Terrence Keys, TD, a.k.a. Terrence Daniels.
I wish I had one witness in the house.
You got one. You got a couple of them. Got
two
T's. Two T's.
Give me a testimony.
Oh, Lord. He's did it before. Oh, Lord. I got one. Better. I got 5 reasons. 5 reasons. Oh, Lord. He turned it around. Turn it around. He woke me up this morning. Oh. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Go
number
ahead.
4, he woke me up this morning. Come on, number 3. He woke me up. Oh, Lord.
He woke you up.
That thing can touch you, but one of them 5s will get you. What's the second one? He woke me up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, my God.
And the number 1 reason. Number 1. Final answer. He woke me up this morning.
He woke me up this morning.
That's a testimony.
That's a testimony.
Oh, baby. I mean, I know that you're here with me and everything, but since you just left a few hours ago, I've just been going crazy. And I done come to realize one thing. Oh, baby, I miss you. Some kind of drug, baby, 'cause it just keeps on calling me, and I just need a hit of your love. It's got me shaking and feeling for your touch, baby, of you I can't get enough. It feels like I done OD'd on you, babe. I'm addicted for you. Can't stop loving 'cause I can't get enough of you, babe. 'Cause I'm so addicted to you. This must be love. 'Cause I can't get enough of your loving. I'm so addicted. Can't stop. I need you right now, baby. 'Cause I'm so addicted to you. You're always on my mind, my mind, my mind, every day. It's been too long since I had you in my arms, and I don't know if I can take any more of being without you. Even though it's only been an hour, it feels to me just like forever. And I am hoping that I can see you soon. See you soon. I'm so addicted. Lord have mercy. I can't be without you, baby. Oh no, not for a minute, not for an hour. I can't get enough. I'm so addicted. Woo. I need to check myself into some kind of rehab, 'cause I need some help. Somebody help me, please. Please.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:39 a.m. and I am Reese the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports weather and traffic update. In sports, the Chicago Cubs was in action against the Cincinnati Reds last night. Javier Baez came off to pinch hit in the bottom of the ninth with bases loaded to get a walk-off single to help the Cubs win 6-5. The Chicago White Sox went down to Kansas City to take on the Royals. Bats was quiet as they fall 4-2. Now on the traffic, on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop, 28 minutes, outbound to O'Hare 19, on the Eden, inbound from Deerfield to the Exchange, 36 minutes, outbound Exchange to Deerfield, 27. Eisenhower, inbound from Thorndale to the Loop, 39 minutes, back out to Thorndale, just 29. On the Stevenson, from I-355 to the Dan Ryan, 37 minutes, back out will be 34. The Bishop Ford, from I-80 inbound to the Dan Ryan, 40 minutes, Dan Ryan back out to the I-80, just 30. On DuSable Drive, Lakeshore Drive, all the way from 55th to Jackson, 8 minutes, back out to 55th, 8 minutes. From downtown to Bryn Mawr, 7 minutes, and from Bryn Mawr back to Randolph, also 7 minutes. Dan Ryan, 15 to the Loop, 17 to 95th. In today's weather, it's currently 73 and sunny. Today will be a high of 90 and a low of 73. I'm Reese the Ruler. Now back to Maze and Ruthie on the Maze Jackson Show.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
If you ain't trying to help us, don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze, it's Sonia, and Ruthie, and Todd, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we're united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect your oppressed to solve them.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world! This is the Maze Jackson Show. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I can't hear a word. Oh, there you go. All right, there I go. It's on me. Man, Reese be like, I got this, dog. That's on you. Every time he be like, I told you it was on you, Maze. This is the Maze Jackson Show. Y'all saw my man Reese with the news, traffic, and the weather. All right, Reese, you off the screen now. It's Maze and Ruthie. We're back. Anyway, Ruthie Moore, I was telling you some headlines before we, we got to clean the screen or something because something just ain't right. Something just ain't right. I'll work on it in a minute, though. All right, Ruthie, I think I hit some of the headlines. How about, remember when there was rats in schools and we were upset about Aramark and then they kicked Aramark out of, they said they were going to kick Aramark out of school? Guess what they just did?
Re-sign the contract?
Re-sign the contract. These fools got another 3 years. Another 3 years, Ruthie.
That's not too long.
Ruthie, unless you one of the kids, that's from 5th to 8th grade, you got rats.
Maybe they got some accountability measures in place.
Yeah, that's what they always said. That's what they said they had last time, remember?
Contracts.
Contracts, man. How many
How
millions?
How much is the contract?
I don't
That's
even.
what I would wanna know.
It's over $100 and something million.
What?
Yes, Ruthie, $100 and something million to clean the schools. I'm gonna tell you, if you gave me 600 schools, $100 million, $1 million a school, give you $40 profit. 40. Wait. 600 schools, $100 million. So you give every school what? Every 3 schools is $1 million. You divide it by 3, so $333,000. That ain't enough to keep a school clean.
You know why they probably went with them because they had the best pitch sort of related to COVID cleaning, blah blah blah.
What I'm gonna tell you is also it's funny that the contract is $120 million. Thanks, Richard. Hey man, we're gonna have Richard Greenfield. We're gonna hire him as our government fact checker. I think he's trying to get a PhD or something out there in the whole world. Hey, he worked maybe in the second best office in the at the MWRD. Shout out to Richard Greenfield, man. I see you all the time climbing that ladder, brother. We appreciate everything that you do, and you keep it up. But I was just thinking about Ruthie. I was looking at the story, and they were also saying that Jones Lang LaSalle, a law firm, is going to help them manage the contract. My thing is, how does the law firm, the law firm and the Aramark company is splitting up, again, the cleaning of the schools, the CPS, which is 90-something or 70-something% black and brown. Think about, how black is Aramark?
I think they do have a black woman CEO.
No, they don't. They have a black, okay, I'm going to stop. Okay, Google that. You find me the black woman CEO. You find that. You find that. You find that for me. These people making all this money off of our children. Is Aramark a Chicago company? Illinois company? I hope it is. I sure do. I'm about to say, man, because could you imagine if the neighborhood was responsible for cleaning? Well, I can't say that because some of y'all don't be cleaning up y'all own neighborhoods. But I would say, imagine if you was the local janitor and you lived in the neighborhood for the school. Right? Imagine if that school was an economic engine for your neighborhood as compared to an economic engine for a Fortune 500 company. Right? There'll be that much more local investment in the school. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to stop. I'll be on another tangent. Y'all be like, I'm not listening to him no more. How about this one? Showtime donates $500,000 to Chicago. Lena Waithe, first of all, I gotta tell y'all, Lena Waithe is bothersome to me. She is like the female version of what's old boy? Lee Daniels to me. She is the female Lee Daniels. She is the female Lee Daniels. But can I just tell you that yesterday she along with Showtime, came to Chicago to donate $500,000 to the art program and cleaning up black neighborhoods. Cleaning up city lots in neighborhoods.
Okay.
Now, Ruthie, I'm going to do something. I'm going to see if my computer will work for me real quick. Because I need for you to... let me tell you who Green Corps is. Green Corps is, let me tell you, the mission is to train organizers, provide field support for today's critical environmental campaigns, and graduate activists who possess. Here we go again. About Green Corps. The mission of Green Corps is to train organizers, provide field support for today's critical environmental campaigns, and graduate activists who possess the skills, temperament, and commitment to fight and win tomorrow's environmental battles. Now, that on its face sounds great, right? Mm-hmm. But my favorite thing is when you go to About Us, right? And then you go look at the people, who the us is, right? And so it's interesting to me that in this case, we have the us is, hold on. In this case, the us is a bunch of white ladies. And it's just bothersome to me. It's bothersome to me. Yeah, here go the computer. Don't want to give brother no. All right, I'm going to show you a picture of the group. Right, so we're going to go to Facebook. If you are watching on Facebook Live, you can see the executive director, Annie Sanders. Elise Peterson Trujillo is the recruitment director. Renee Wellman is the organizing director. I think it's interesting that when you go to see what they feature and who they feature, I'm going to show you a picture of the program right now. And if you look on your screen, if you're watching on Facebook Live, if you want to apply, there's absolutely no black people involved. So Lena Waithe comes to Chicago, delivers $500,000 to underserved, or to help clean up the block, to clean up neighborhood lots. And guess where those neighborhood lots are?
In a black community?
In our community. But then, you know how that works, right, Ruthie? They then come clean up the lots and then look around and be like, oh, we cleaning it up because we about to move here. You laughing at me, but I'm trying to help you understand that I feel a certain way when they come and try and position to us that this is, that they try to position us like this is a great thing that's happening. When essentially, to me, what it is white people gentrifying us again. And I'm going to show it to y'all because I'm going to leave it up there. Give me a second. This is the Maze Jackson Show, y'all, and I'm around here doing all type of crazy stuff that I'm probably not supposed to be doing because this don't help us get no sponsors. But I do need for y'all to understand that these people, hold on, let me get it real right for y'all.
He's like, I'm going to show you the picture.
Right. Well, see, I feel like you got to see who they're putting. So imagine if you saw a picture of Lena Waithe, right? And she told you that she was coming to donate $500,000 to Chicago to clean up city lots. It's kind of hard to say that's a bad thing until you see who it is. So she gave $500,000 to an environmental activist group made up of all white women. And let me tell you what the common denominator seems to be amongst the organizing board. Lena Waithe, can you guess? Do I need to say it? It's not the commonality with our community. It's the commonality with their community. And I'm not just talking about white. And you know one of the things, you know who are usually the first pioneers into these urban neighborhoods?
Who?
You know who you're going to have as a neighbor in Chatham? You're going to have a couple, a same-sex couple. Because those are usually the people that first make the pioneer move into the neighborhood. It's artists, restaurants, and people who have had challenges because they kind of sort of feel like they identify with us until they get ready for us to move out of the way. Like, if you look outside of my house, the people that I get the most trouble from are the gay white men who play their music loud and feel like now that they're in the neighborhood, like we don't have to have no rules. And so then they're offended by the lifestyle that we have, even though they're attracted because they may feel like they're not accepted. And so they see the beauty in the cribs. They move to the neighborhood and they say, because they feel like they're less discriminated, then they start discriminating against us. And so it goes back to my point of we welcome these people into our neighborhoods and they don't mean us any good. Now, and I just need to point out that this is all happening at the same time that we just got that they just approved the movie studio on the south side over by the Regal, gave the land and everything up, which I'm not tripping on. But again, I don't think that the economic development that's going to come with that is not going to be for us. It is going to be part of the excavation plan for us, because what is happening is that movie studio becomes in the 79th Street becomes a hub right there, very close to the Obama Center.
Ooh.
Y'all don't want to hear me though. Y'all don't. It's like, I love the concept of the movie theater, but not the movie theater, but the movie campus, but it's going to eventually change the neighborhood and it's going to change it to move us out. I'm just telling you. Not mad. I'm just telling you how it's going to work. And so while we're excited today, in about 5 years when you go on 79th and you see the movie studios, and then the movie studios, which is on the same Stony Island, which is only, 79th and they at 60 something. Y'all don't want to hear me though. Y'all, that's okay. It's okay. It's like, because we excited about the TVs, the movie theater. I mean, not the movie theater, the investment, but that really it's a real estate investment. It's going to drive the value of the land up even more. Because the actors and the people that live close to those areas will be in close proximity. And again, now you're in Obama land. So all of that, now you're looking at Stony Island East. You think they're going to let it stay Cowboys and Indians East over there? They already building new condos on Rainbow Beach. So Rainbow Beach to Stony Island to the University of Chicago.
There it is.
South Side starts at 87th. Y'all don't believe me though. Y'all don't.
That's a tough pill to swallow.
No, y'all don't want to hear me. Y'all, it's all cool if you live over there, if you own something over there. But if you don't, you screwed. Just think about how much the property value went up when the Plan Commission, that value just went. So the old Regal Theater, all of that. Remember how y'all thought the Kanye dude was going to come? He done absconded with y'all joints. And now, remember the dude who was going to open up the Regal Theater 20 times? What happened? Because all the new entertainment complex is going to include the Regal Theater. That's all right, though. Y'all be cool. This is what I'm telling you. We got to understand how development works so that we can insert ourselves in it. The problem is we realize we get excited with the bells and whistles. There's nobody that's going to tell you no to building a movie complex around there. But if that's the case, what was the deal? Who is going to handle the catering? Who's going to handle all the food? Who's going to, like, are you telling me we're going to build a movie studio and then all of the Italians are going to come from Movie City and the Greeks and everybody going to come over to the South Side without cutting us in? Right? Because what's the union? What's the deal with the labor unions, with the movie film industry? Have we said, hey, before y'all come over here, do these films have to be union films? So are we gonna see all these people that come up and block off our streets and our neighborhoods, that block off the north side? Is it gonna be black people blocking it off? See, it's a reason again, it's like it's a reason that I talk to you all about these things, because I feel like sometimes there's nobody who's gonna say no to a movie studio being built on 79th Street. I don't think you should, but I think that in that development plan, like if you're a developer, you're looking at it and you're saying, how can I attract white folks or affluent, not white, affluent people to live in studio land? So if you got Black Hollywood over, even if it becomes Black Hollywood, let's just call it Black Hollywood. What is our economic plan for there besides just buying houses for the people that have the ability to live there?
Okay, so I just looked it up and it's like 7 acres. It's like pretty big. And entrance, just kind of just doing a quick little read about it. There's a need for these sound stages all across the nation. So it said that a lot of investors and they're gobbling up space so that they can build these sound stages. And this particular one is supposed to, I think the quote is like the Hollywood of the Midwest. Mm-hmm. And I think the interesting thing is I can totally see it being that way. Just kind of like how you said, but like I think gentrification oftentimes does have anchoring points in the arts.
Right. Well, I mean, usually when you want to change a neighborhood, first thing you do is you get artists to come there. right? Then the artists, then come the gays and the restaurants, right? The restaurants, and because the is cheap. So you can get the cheap. So like a lot of times you think about these great restaurants, they start in neighborhoods that were crappy, right? And then they blow up, and then that becomes part of the explosion of the neighborhood. Look at Reese. Reese they started a Taco Tuesday, and now his neighborhood it's gonna be all type of black people moving over there. They gonna be like, I didn't even know about Park Forest. It's cracking in Park Forest. You ain't even know. Same way for white folks. So no shade on it. I just need for y'all to understand that, like, it's not altruistic. And
no, it's money.
Right. And
it's also recognizing the blight and opportunity. They ain't making no more land. And so what's the most plentiful that's available? They gobbling it up, but it ain't for us, like you said.
And okay, so I think that it does. The problem is that they can bill it like it's for us, because all we ultimately want most of the time is just not to be plagued with these ills and traumas in our communities. And so if that's all that we want, we be asleep at the wheel when it comes time to actually come out of that state. And oftentimes it's done altruistically, because we like, yeah, it's gonna be nice over there. We gonna have somewhere to go. We gonna have something to do. But really think about how much the rent's about to go up ultimately, and how many people gonna be pushed out of the neighborhood, but it's a double-edged sword because I do want it to look nice over there. I do too. I do want it to be some stuff over there. I want the walkability to go up. I want to be able to walk down the street and do some stuff. But the problem is are we gonna be left out of that? And oftentimes, if we just look at how it normally goes, we are. Who getting the contracts? I think of it like so first of all, let me back up. I'm happy for the brothers that are involved, right? So I'm happy for D. Dudley. I knew them they're shrewd opportunities. And right now, if you have the money to take advantage, you can. And it's like, I'm not going to be mad that white investors are like, ooh, we'll give Dudley the money to go buy that place because we know that we can quadruple our money. I mean, think about the number of films. It's like, I would tell you that if you look at what's happening on right off of Western on the west side with that movie complex, that dude done went from a federal informant to like a multi-bazillionaire that owns a studio complex where they just got stages where and it's like, I'm not mad. How many of us will be brought into the movie industry right on that land? Will people from that area benefit? Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We got to take a quick break. When we come back after some Dante and some news, traffic, and weather, this is the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media? The time is now 7:03 a.m. I am Reach the Ruler with your Chicagoland sports weather and traffic update. In sports, the Chicago Cubs were in action against the Cincinnati Reds last night. Javier Baez came off the pinch hit in the bottom of the ninth with the bases loaded and hit a walk-off single to lift the Cubs past the Reds 6-5. The Chicago White Sox went to Kansas City to battle the Royals. Bats were quiet last night, tried to make a run in the ninth, but fall short 4-2. On the traffic on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop, 31 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare, 22. On the Eaton, inbound from Deerfield to the Exchange, 40 minutes. Outbound Exchange to Deerfield, 27. On the Eisenhower, inbound from Thorndale to the Loop, 38 minutes. Back out from the Loop to Thorndale, just 30. On the Stevenson, Inbound from 355 to the Dan Ryan, 48 minutes. Outbound will just be 34. Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 40. Dan Ryan to I-80, 30 minutes. DeSable Lakeshore Drive. Inbound from 55th to Jackson, 10 minutes. Jackson to 55th, 8 minutes. Randolph to Bryn Mawr, 8 minutes. And Bryn Mawr to Randolph, 7. Dan Ryan, 18 to the Loop, 15 to 55th. It is currently 73 and sunny today. Expect a high of 91 and a low of 73. I'm Reese the Ruler. Now here's Dante with What About My Love?
What about my love? Seems you have forgotten love. I do believe that something went wrong somewhere. What about my feelings? Do they mean anything at all? You got me so in love, I'm too blind to see. And that you got my love, now you wanna put me down. And that you got my love, got me standing on shaky ground. What about it, baby? What about the days and the nights we spent? What about the love we made so sweet? Are you sure you wanna live? Think it over, baby. 'Cause girl, I believe. I think you just might wanna change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, got me standing on shaky ground. What kind of way is that to treat your man? When I gave all that I never had, you got me going through changes of life with you. Are you sure you wanna live? Think it over, babe. 'Cause girl, I believe. I think you just might wanna change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Yeah. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. You don't come around. Now that you got all my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change your mind? hands together. Oh my, I had a conversation with her. This is how it went. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change your mind? Oh, Lord have mercy. Cause I need you and you need me. I know it can be happy. Just wait and see. Baby, won't you change your mind? I'll do better if you change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, got me standing on, shake, yeah. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Baby, won't you change your mind? Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no, I've been hoping, baby. I've been praying, baby. Yes, I have. Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no. I've been hoping, baby. Yeah. I've been praying down on my knees, praying that you change your mind. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'll do better if you change your mind.
WIFTV-PM.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm the seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie MFM Moore, in the building.
Those my initials?
Ruthie May forget. DJ Reese the Ruler with the traffic, news, and the weather doing his thing. And I am your host, Maze Jackson. It is the 7 o'clock hour. It's about 7:13. You know, I was thinking, y'all, we've been playing Dante a long time. Dante don't be showing us no love. He don't be showing us no love for the love y'all be giving him back. So I think it might be time to change the 7 o'clock song. So I'm going to have him throw some songs up in the rotation, and we're going to figure out what is the new 7 o'clock song? What is the new 7 o'clock song? Because I think Dante might have got spoiled on the Maze Jackson Show. It's like, I think y'all be toasting it up, and we be like, man, we can't even get a call in, a stop by, a drop through. He did say he wanted to have a joint at his joint. But I'm saying, like, Dad, come to the studio. Come on to the radio station. I mean, y'all be eating that song up. I bet if we had an iTunes, y'all probably done bought like 1,000 copies of it. Baby, won't you change your mind? I'm going to change the song. So we going to start doing a battle for the 7 o'clock song, and then we're going to give y'all 7 o'clock, give you an hour. Then maybe we do the 7 o'clock song and you get it for like a month. And so maybe we start getting artists to submit us some songs and get some more music, because we need a paid commercial. That's what we need, because we done sold some records. I know we done sold some records around these parts. And if not, I know somebody around here. We done sold some brown liquor if we ain't sold nothing else. In the morning, too. The sales be spiking when that song comes on. All right, y'all. It is the Maze Jackson Show. Ruthie? Your mayor. Apparently, Ruthie, she went to New York City. New York City! Or she didn't go. Actually, if I was the podcaster, I would be like, yo, I need to fly in to go do my interview with them. When we get like off the chain, like we gonna go to other places and broadcast live, and it's gonna be like an in-studio audience, and people go see a brother Anthony Muhammad would invite us to Atlanta and get the space. We'll come down there. We could go do, like we do a room of like, we find about 100 people, sell tickets $20 a pop, right? Pay for the airfare, the hotel. Then we have us a little morning show, breakfast parties, like the whole you dig. We gonna have it cracking. But this podcast thing is really I'm learning that, I do so much with the video because I'm so enamored with video. But like a lot of people just do podcasts where they bring 2 mics and a recorder, and they sit down and they set it up, and it's like you sit down in your space, and 36 minutes later you got a whole show episode that's going around the world. So yesterday, Mayor Lori Lightfoot did a podcast with the New York Times. Not like we ain't got Sun Times, like we ain't got no Tribune, not like we ain't got for somebody who says she only talking to black people, black media outlets, she sure be finding the whitest of white people to talk to. So, Reese, what I want you to do is I want you to turn up my volume on the road, because I want you all to hear this portion of Mayor Lori Lightfoot's interview yesterday on Sway. Ready? Let me turn up some volume. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume.
You obviously know this one's coming. Are you running again? You'd answered some rumors saying you were quitting and all kinds of stuff. Can you just answer that? They were there. They're out there. I like your laugh.
Look, Yeah.
I didn't.
I think the politics will take care of themselves. We're in the middle of a crisis, still a pandemic, a crisis of violence. I'm not sitting here thinking about my reelection possibilities. I'll make that decision with my wife at an appropriate time, but it's not now.
How are you feeling about it? That was a very political response. You've learned something in your short time in elected office.
Well, I was a trial lawyer for 30 years.
That's fair.
So,
That's fair.
Because
they're so subtle, trial lawyers. But go ahead.
Look, I feel like the politics, I really do feel like that the politics will take care of itself. If this was a different time and we had not been through, and I say we, I mean my wife and I, my family, but I also mean my team, hadn't been through what we've been through over this last year, it would be an easier question to answer. I still probably wouldn't answer it now, but it would be an easier question to answer. It's not a gimme. The toxicity of the debate, the physical and emotional toll that it's taking on all of us, those are serious issues. And we have to have my wife and I and my daughter and my close friends and my team, we have to have a serious conversation about why and what that would look like and what we believe that we would be able to accomplish. And could we even get it done? Right? This is a tough time for mayors all across the country.
Keisha Lance Bottoms.
You know that. There's a reason why there's been a slew of people saying, you know what? I'm good with one term.
Did you look at Keisha Lance Bottoms and others? There's a lot of people, not continuing.
Well, look, I'm very good friends with Jenny Durkin. I'm very good friends with Keisha. I'm very good friends with a lot of other mayors who have to make this decision before I do, who are feeling like they're in a different place than they ever imagined they would be in.
Okay. I'm still not running for mayor now. I have to tell you, just thinking about it. Exhausting.
It's a tough time to be mayor. I mean, I've had a lot of people tell me, man, you got the worst job in the country, but I think I've got the best job. It's hard. It's a lot harder because of all the unforeseen circumstances that we've been through over the last 16 months, but I wouldn't trade any minute of it because, every day I find something where we're helping people who haven't been helped before. And I live off of that all day long.
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No, my pleasure.
That is Mayor Lori Lightfoot. She was on yesterday on the Sway show. Who is the Sway? I'm trying to figure out. What's the lady's name, Ruthie? Do you know her name? Mm-hmm. White lady who she sat down to interview with. First of all, I just got to say, it's interesting to me that the mayor talked all that black smack. And then goes to, no, she did. I'm going to, actually, they addressed it in this interview too. And it was pretty funny to hear her kind of make it up as she'll look. I go to places all the time and I don't see people that look like me when I go to report in the neighborhood. And I'm just kind of like, Ruthie, do you think the mayor recognizes that it might be over? Or does she feel like, man, take this job and shove it? Because it's this, I got to tell you, this is probably the most thankless. This is probably the only time that I could ever imagine somebody not wanting to be the mayor of Chicago. Talk to me about where do you think, talk to me about Mayor Lori Lightfoot. You think she got in over her head and she recognizes it? Thank you, Kara Swisher. Kara Swisher, she was interviewing with Kara Swisher of the New York Times and the Sway podcast. Thank you. I don't know what your name is today, so I'll just take you. Thank you.
I think at this point it's about legacy preservation, and the mayor is trying really hard to control her image. And I think that she has to do that on a national level because, the Chicago ain't cutting no slack. So the next best thing is to take the show on the road and go national. And I think the mayor might take the out of, okay, you see all these other people aren't running, and that's legacy preservation because, I mean, we had it. Corona is you can use I call it the Corona cop-out. Like, to just kind of be like,
not the Corona cop-out.
Yeah, like, this was a lot. I'm good. My family is struggling, which are all, like, real things. And so I think that if you want to preserve your political legacy in today's society, you can kind of take the Corona cop out, and then people won't say, see, they couldn't handle the job in the first place, and this was abysmal. So, Corona cop out. I take it though. If I was the mayor, I would take the out.
Wait. So, when you call, to me, when you call it a cop out though, it means like.
Well, think about it. If you don't run for, so just think about how you know how politics work. So if you're not running, right? What reason are you giving for not running? Because you just can't not run. Are you running because you know you can't win? Are you not running because you saying this is taking a toll on my family and this is unprecedented times? Like that's a really good excuse. That's convenient. Because if you ain't running, you got to say why you ain't running.
So
because otherwise it's gonna be like y'all ain't firing me. I quit. So
right,
but the mayor got to one up everybody on the way out. So she like, I'm walking out. Y'all ain't about to push me out. I don't need this city. I can go to the New York Times.
We built this city.
So
we built this city on rock and roll.
It's actually a really good play if you want to control and preserve your legacy. Y'all don't get to tell her how she went out. She telling y'all how she going out.
Wait, you hold on. You already saying it like she going out. Are you suggesting?
If she
are
was
you suggesting that she? Let me back up.
If she was to, she going out how she want to go out. Y'all ain't push her out.
Does anybody want to get? Does anybody really want to get pushed out of being the mayor?
No, and if you want to control your legacy and your narrative, you gonna start laying the foundation for that now.
So you set the lie up early. You pre-lie.
It's not a lie.
Is it a pre-lie?
It's not a lie because
Was she not the woman for the job?
No, this is
she was not the woman.
This is unprecedented times. Unprecedented times.
Unprecedented time called for unprecedented leaders. Is she not unprecedented?
This is taking a toll on her family. Like this is This can be a personal decision, and y'all can't do nothing but respect that because this is unprecedented.
But she failed though. Do you think? So let me ask a question. So I saw a couple questions. Here's some of the questions that I have, Ruthie. Since you the spin meister here today.
I'm just telling you what the play is.
No, that's what I'm saying. So put me up. All right. So in the clip, I played the clip. What do you think Lightfoot? She said in that her determining factors were her family. So that's got to be her wife and daughter.
And she said her closest friends.
So let's go to wife and daughter. I think the scandal has probably reached a peak when we sat here and they talked about the wife and daughter and the whole, domestic stuff.
But I mean, even beyond that, it was people outside their house.
But I'm saying you advertise for that job though. People's outside the Rhyme House all the time.
Not like that.
Yes, well
like that. It like literally like going through the pandemic and the uprisings. Like that's a good out.
Okay, so you think essentially you think she's looking for an out.
She already said, look, it's some other people around the country that's doing the same thing. Y'all ain't saying nothing to them. Y'all applauding them.
I ain't applauding.
She trying to set her up. She named names.
I'd be like, if I was Keisha Lance Bottoms, I'd be like, keep my name out your mouth. Me and you ain't the same.
But think about some of. I don't know if you know too much about like what's going on in Atlanta politics.
In the A.
But it's
in the A.
Crime is overrun.
That's
she's too in bed with the liberal rappers and
like cause and the whole drill scene from Chicago that moved to
the
Atlanta.
Violence. Like,
did y'all see that?
Yes.
Like that's crazy. Like the brothers moved to Atlanta, and then the people from Atlanta like y'all ain't, cause Chicagoans go everywhere and be like it's sweet. A Chicagoan will come anywhere, look around for about an hour and be like, oh, I could take this. And the Atlanta boys is like, hold on. And so they going up in people's house and Keisha Lance Bottoms, and they bringing Freaknik back. That's why she quitting. She quitting because they bringing Freaknik back. And if they bring Freaknik back, I don't even know how they could execute Freaknik nowadays. Because like in the world of wokeness and in the world of Me Too, like Freaknik was built is a giant Me Too case.
No.
And yes.
This is going to be the watered down branded control version of it.
You can't you can't call it Freaknik and water it down.
Yes, you can.
Ruthie.
Yes, you can.
Ruthie.
Somebody they gonna rebrand it some other type of way.
That's like how they be redoing the shows. It's not gonna be the same. It's just not gonna be the same. Don't nobody want to see the remake of the Freaknik made by millennials. The Don't Touch Me generation. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I mean, what would a dude even do at Freaknik nowadays? Like, I don't even know what y'all do. Y'all talk about, y'all see what they was doing over there? We can't touch them, though.
Listen, the same thing that people probably pull out their phones, get on
That's
social
y'all
media.
problem. That's y'all problem.
Go
Y'all live
live.
y'all life through the phone. It was real life up touch and closing. Touching.
That's before COVID. And COVID going around too.
Yeah, but shoot. Apparently not if you see according to Lollapalooza. Anyway, Ruthie, so I want to go back to your mayor. So who do you think it? She said, and her team. So she said, my family, my friends, the friends are the Republicans, the white Republicans, like, you had enough. And her team, I gotta ask, who is her team? Because everybody that's in City Hall is not her team. They all retired.
For real, if she's smart, we need not know. Because then they might be excommunicated from the castle too.
But her team is what got her here.
Mm-hmm.
So if she listened to them at all, they probably, don't listen to them. Whoever the team is, don't listen to them because they failed you.
In some areas, yes.
What areas did they succeed you in? Your social media team, but that stuff didn't age well.
It didn't age
like,
well.
I'm just saying, like, if we pull out the Ducks now, the Penguins right now, if we pull out the TikTok right now, remember the spin around TikTok while the building's burning? It don't add, none of that stuff aged well, Ruthie.
It didn't.
I'm just saying, like, could you imagine if we pulled up and lined up all of those memes and remember the barbecue? Remember the barbecue? Remember R&B? What's that? I smell barbecue and R&B. Get your butt in the house, ninjas. Remember that one? That didn't age well. Remember Move Along? Remember the kids? Hey, is you the mayor? Move along. Well, forget you then. Get up out of these disrespectful kids. Nah, you was disrespectful. I'm just saying. Ruthie, what would you say? What would you say the mayor has gotten done in her time as mayor?
Mm-hmm.
What has she actually accomplished? And I'm gonna give you social media, but let's say it did not age well. I would say that what she has done well is entered into the new realm of communication, because she, in some ways, she almost was able to control her narrative, but once everybody started doing the press conferences herself, then it was like nobody went to the mayor's page to get the press conferences anymore. They went to the Channel 5279. But I gotta ask you, what has the mayor accomplished thus far? What would she hang her hat on? Successfully navigating us through the pandemic, and then I would give you that.
So you can coast off that though.
Right up, you coast right into, you crash into Lollapalooza.
Ooh.
It's like, cause she hung her hat. There go that social media again. Remember the video, the social media? Hey Perry, look y'all, we've tested it, right? Remember they were sitting outside in their socks in the lawn chair, the Dr. R with these socks, and they call up Perry, the high rock star, and say, hey, we gonna have the Lollapalooza, and that was the reopening, and that was, like, to me, the reopening of Lollapalooza was like the signal to white people, like, I understand your fear. I'll take your white suburban kids from the suburbs and let them come spew themselves all over our city.
Mm-hmm.
Create a COVID cloud and then come back.
A COVID cloud?
Ruthie, can I ask you a question? Is COVID airborne?
Yes.
So if all the people breathing and we don't, and I just want to say, they told us that they had a foolproof method to stop non-COVID people from coming. But now it's, you just got to show up. There's no verification process. They say they hope you wear a mask. And then think about this. The governor said he's going because it's safe, but he's vaccinated and he's wearing a mask. Right? So he was like, the mayor's saying you're safe if you're vaccinated. The governor's like, you safe if you go if you wear a mask. He going so he can wear a mask. But Ruthie, you don't think that a COVID cloud will exist if all these white kids are breathing and spewing and sweating and funking it up and mud hopping and passing around, and they keep on breathing? You don't think there's no particles that go up in the air? And I'm saying, I
think you're right.
I'm saying, so if you are, I'm saying I'm not even going downtown this weekend. Like, I'm not even, because I feel like I don't know if it's COVID in the urine. I don't know where it's at. And if it started flowing off of that, right, you know these white kids I'm going to say like this, and I wouldn't stay in a hotel in Chicago not downtown for the next 3 weeks. And I'm telling the white people that the Airbnb people that's staying at the Airbnb, we putting a sign up that say, stay your COVID ass that way.
I mean, I think Lollapalooza does go against everything that everybody is saying we should be not doing, like that we should be doing. But we know what it is.
What is it, Ruthie? No, we don't.
That the economics of it all outweigh
how much does the death
risk.
How much death does that cost?
So the thing now is you can divert the blame and shift the blame for that.
You could blame it on the unvaccinated.
Well, not just the unvaccinated, but then you could talk about a breakdown in the protocol somewhere. So trust and believe that if this is a major outbreak,
we ain't gonna call it a COVID outbreak. It won't have nothing to do with. This.
It'll be more so related to the protocols and the failure in the protocols or a breakdown in the protocols, or they're gonna blame, like you said, it's gonna be on the unvaccinated. Oh, they weren't keeping their masks on.
Ruthie, but they don't even have a way to verify that you're actually vaccinated, because it ain't no rapid test like.
Aren't they doing checks?
What they checking?
I think
a piece of paper that you scan. They ain't Ruthie. They not doing this. They not saying lean your head back. Let me switch this around and go stand over there for 20 minutes until we get there, because it'll take for 2 hours till we get it. Nah, that ain't what's happening. It's like you gonna show up to the gate and it's like you pay for your ticket. Who's stopping you? Who gonna check me, boo? What is it? A holding pen? And then if they put you in a holding pen, is it like you putting them in a higher proximity of COVID because they had the people that ain't unvaccinated in the holding pen breathing in? No, cuz.
Well, okay, so another way you could look at this is that this is an experiment. And we finna see what's gonna happen. And if they pull it off without a hitch, then it was a world. This is Lollapalooza. Everybody watching. So if they pull it off and it's cool, then it's like, okay, we can live with this.
Man, so
if it don't go right and it becomes a failure, then
Maria Munoz hit a point that I thought was really great, which was, and I said this last week, was then will they cancel all of our events after that Lala outbreak? Will they cancel everything else? So here we didn't get any of our stuff. They had opened it up to have Lala, and then nobody. I don't know that Chicago itself benefits from Lala, like Chicagoans. Yes, the restaurant industry, etc. But I feel like I'd rather know that we kept small businesses and small entertainment venues where we all gather open, as compared to having this corporate event that's going to shut. I feel like, look, y'all, we already at 70. We're already at 200 cases a day. They want us to start masking up. Dr. Arwoody said yesterday they already expect us to get over that. Now, once you have this Lollapalooza, it's like they're planning for us to go back already.
Yeah, and they want to get this one out the way.
Let's do this. Let's take a quick break. We're going to get some traffic news and the weather. And then we're going to come back because I also want to talk about, I still want to find out, what has the mayor accomplished? Because maybe she shouldn't run again. I don't know that she's done anything. And then I want to talk about this police deal because Ruthie said it's a game of cat and mouse. I think usually when they say cat and mouse, it means somebody lying, right? That's what cat and mouse really mean. Somebody is eventually lying. And when the mayor said that she had no knowledge of a deal, that they didn't know it was a deal, it kind of makes her look kind of crazy 2 weeks later for her to announce that there is a deal. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Hey y'all, this is Salim Muwakil from Muwakil's World. In case you missed the last discussion, this is what you missed.
There was a time when there was a large-scale mythology that African people had no endurance. We were only good for sprinting.
Right.
And that was our forte. Other than that, we were useless in marathon races. Establishing your patrimony on the land. If you bury the dead, that means that this land is forever in your family.
Who are our ancestors, really? We are the living ancestors to a whole genealogical line going back hundreds of thousands, millions of years that we carry within us living today. Everyone who preceded us. Mm-hmm. You know, however, that conception took place, whether it was violently, with rape, or whatever the case, but we are them living today.
That's why it's important to understand our capacity, man. Our capacity is unlimited. We have unlimited potential.
Absolutely.
So make sure you tune in Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 1 p.m. on What's in It for the Black People Media.
You see me, you see him, my best friend. He hold me down like ankles fighting the waves. Upon not to my crime, yeah, I do time. Till I'm with you, I be counting the days. Yeah, ooh, been through so many things, but we always get through. Yeah, ooh, it ain't always perfect, but it's worth it. This is deeper than the surface. If I said I didn't love you, you and I know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, like it was nothing. Ooh, some magic, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy, say, to take it easy, say, feel so easy, say, easy to love. Say, to take it easy, say, feel so easy, say, easy to love. I never thought that I would give it to you, but now I don't think it's the time, I won't do it. I think it's cause the way you talk to me, know how to say it without making me feel little. You're gracious even when you pop off on me. When you get done, I got a little something to drop off on you. Because you earned it with the time you took to put it that way. You got me liking to get put in my place. If I said I didn't love you, you and I know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, like it was nothing. Ooh, some magic, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy, say, to take it easy, say, feel so easy, say, easy to love. Easy to you make it easy, say, to take it easy, say, feel so easy, say, easy to love. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:42 a.m. and I'm Reese the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports weather and traffic update. In sports, the Chicago Cubs was in action against the Cincinnati Reds last night. Javier Baez comes in to pitch hit in the bottom of the ninth with the bases loaded to get a walk-off single as the Cubs win 6-5. The Chicago White Sox went to Kansas City to take on the Royals. Bats were a premium as they lose 4-2. On the traffic on the Kennedy to the Loop, 36 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare, 50 minutes. On the Eden from Deerfield to the Exchange, 48 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield, 52. Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 47 minutes. Back out to Thorndale, 40. On the Stevenson inbound from 355 to the Dan Ryan, 51 minutes. Outbound, 34 minutes. On the Bishop Ford, I-80 inbound to the Dan Ryan, 36 minutes. Outbound, 37. DuSable Lakeshore Drive, 55th to Jackson, 9 minutes. Jackson to 55th, 8 minutes. Randolph to Bryn Mawr, 8 minutes. Bryn Mawr to Randolph, 7. Dan Ryan, 18 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes to 95th. Today's weather, it is 77 and mostly sunny. Today will be a high of 91 and a low of 74. I'm Reese the Ruler. Now back to Ruthie and Maze on the Maze Jackson Show.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
Church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze, it's Sonia, and Ruthie and Todd, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect your oppressed to solve them?
Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Miss Ruthie. Miss Ruthie Mo. Ruthie MFMO. More fun. Ruthie, more fun. More? How about that?
I like that.
All right. We're going to use that. Ruthie MFM more. More fun, more fun. More fun, more fun, more fun. Shout out to Double J, who called in to say that the White Sox lost 4-3, not 4-2. Reese, we got some real serious Sox fans out here. Uh-oh. You gotta get that right, man. They be serious about it. And they will. Lost. They will. Oh, did you say they lost?
They lost 4-3.
Hey man, but if you betting,
4-3.
But you know you gotta think about all these people who be betting and stuff, man.
They went to go log in and
you messed they spread.
They thought man.
Reese, you supposed to, hey man.
You could have got somebody hurt.
Let me just say this. I'm just tell you, right? Now, if you do it, the people gonna expect it. You know when they hear Maze said, right? They know that they be like, he ain't lied to me yet. So you just got to make sure.
Reese said.
Nah. Can I tell y'all something? If your joint got said in it, like if your hashtag, if your anything got said in it, just tell the truth. It was a derivative of you was thinking like, I can't say what this Negro said, so I got to say something else. But like again, if your May said, right, it's been conjugated in a variety of ways. I'm just telling you, it's conjugations. But if your joint got a said in it, you know the hashtags are verifiable, right? So you know we could just put a date on it. I'm just letting you know. I'm such a Maze Jackson. All right. So speaking of said, the mayor said to us that there was no deal. Meanwhile, Ruthie's boy John Catanzara said it was a deal. He jumped out and said, yo, it is a police deal. By God, we've got a deal. It's going. Now, he been saying this for like 3 weeks. They went to the mayor. They said, Madam Mayor, John Catanzara, are you excited about the deal? She said, what deal?
Mm-hmm. Like what emails?
He said, Ruthie, wait, you supposed to be on the mayor team. You blew. Yeah, I thought you was supposed. You can't be on John Catanzara's team. So Ruthie, let me do the thing. You done stole the punchline.
I ain't on no team.
You on the team. Stop that. So Ruthie, here's what happened. John Catanzara comes out of the room. Remember when he came here and he said they had been negotiating, but he could never get somebody who could tell them yes in the room? Mm-hmm. Well, apparently Paul Vallis has been handling the negotiations for the police union, and he said two weeks ago, John Catanzara said they had a deal. Then, like, after the mayor came out and denied it, then Paul Vallis came back out and said, no, we have reached a deal with the police department. Mm-hmm. The mayor's like, no, I don't know what y'all talk about. I have no clue. I don't know why they're making this stuff up, etc. And then here we are 2 weeks later, Ruthie. And guess what? There's a deal. Now, I don't know. Well, I do, because you stole the punchline. But I was gonna say why. I don't know why the mayor would say that there wasn't even that they weren't even in negotiations, or imply that she didn't know about there being a deal. Why would she do that only to once again have a deal announced? It seems like the mayor, even when she knows that the train is coming, she can't help herself. But like, if there's an opportunity to give a dig at somebody, she'd rather take the dig than not get hit by the train 2 weeks later. Because every time you hear the mayor say something, mm-hmm. like definitively, when one person says yes and the mayor says no, I'm always believe the other person. And then 2 weeks later, the other person was right.
Well, not technically. I think she ain't trying to negotiate in public. She ain't trying to do that.
She did with CTU.
No, well, you see what happened. And so she is not interested in playing politics.
As a politician.
With these people. She's trying to be the mayor. And likely they weren't even supposed to be talking about what was going on. They trying to negotiate in public, likely to gain some type of leverage. So she ain't going. So,
but she went because she just asked them all to sign up.
Probably when it was the right time for them to be talking about it. They probably had agreed upon something, and John Catanzara and them, got their own
I like
agenda.
the other one. What emails? I like that one.
That's
better.
what I'm saying. What emails? What?
The mayor be like, "What are you talking about?
What secret police technology program?"
See, and that's why, Ruthie, when they say, "What Ring camera video?" I'd be like, It's just a matter of time. It is just a matter of time. But then here's the other part, Ruthie. If the mayor doesn't know that this is happening, because to me it appears as though like this announcement makes her appear just a bit inept, right? Like she could have been coy. She could have been like, talks are being had. I'm not sure that we're there yet.
Nope, because then y'all would have wanted to know what y'all talking about, what's going on, why ain't this transparent? You be flipping back good.
I like the emails better.
Y'all can't have it both ways.
I know. I like the email thing.
What y'all want?
We want you to tell the truth.
True.
That's it.
True.
That's it. And so this is the thing that I thought was a big deal, Ruthie. First of all, I think that this is a big deal that they've got this deal done, and that it appears to me from the outside, if I was selling this, that the mayor is disconnected. I would say that in her briefings on a daily basis, if she was not aware that they were approaching a deal, right, then someone's failed her in briefing.
But do you really believe that?
Yeah.
You believe that she didn't know?
Yeah, I think when I look at her response,
no way.
Yeah, I do.
There's no way. She is like the mayor, the police mayor.
What emails? She is the police. If she is the police mayor, then you obviously did not read the report from the police. Not the inspector general, but the police oversight lady.
Policing it's like her thing.
Not really. It's not.
That's what's supposed to set her apart from all the other mayors. Was her experience in these police negotiations and whatnot.
How did it work, Ruthie? How's it worked out?
We see how it worked out.
So I'm just telling you. Here's my thing. My question is, and I feel like she didn't know. I think she knew that there was negotiations, but I don't think you come out as strongly as she did, saying that we're not even close, and then they show up 2 weeks later. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's my question, though. Is the city moving on without her? right? Like, you know, like I always say, like, there's a time when the mayor is like the mayor. But there's an engine that makes this city go that even the mayor has to capitulate to. I want to know who was authorized to negotiate and close the deal with the police. And why didn't the mayor know? Is the negotiation happening in spite of her? Have people started to say, we're going to do what we want in spite of the mayor?
No, I think it's you don't necessarily want to be connected to the mayor because it can tarnish and sour things that are trying to proceed forward. Because there are a lot of critics of the mayor right now.
Who is critics of the mayor?
Everybody. So if you're trying to, the black media, the white media.
What black media?
The liberal media, the right-wing media, the social media, every media.
Not national media. They love her.
It's so exactly. So that's why she got to play to her base. And so the thing is if you got any causes connected to the mayor, you gotta do the risk analysis related to that. Should the mayor be connected to this? Something with policing? Probably let's just wait till it's done and then bring her in. You gotta see the play because we know if she would have been like, yeah, we negotiating, everybody would have been like, what y'all talking about? You know, so it's just
because she can't win.
So it's like let me be cool. We know you still a part of this, Lori, Mayor Lightfoot, but you can't really put your name on this right now. So be cool. Don't say nothing.
Ooh,
Don't
Ruthie,
say
I know
nothing.
how that feels. I know how it feels when you be like. You be helping the people and they be like, shh, we can't say your name. You can't work. You can't eat. You think the mayor's at a point where people be like, if she's involved, they don't want nothing to do with it?
Just secretly.
Secretly? Wait.
I think it's just it's more secret.
What you mean?
Because I think she still got her ties and stuff, but you can't go all in unless you all in. Like, and I think she understands her position within Chicago right now. So I think she okay with sort of falling on the sword. That's how she look at it. She's like, she falling on the sword for all of this stuff. So that's how she gon' brand herself as a hero nationally and
then
skirt
go on
off.
a book tour and never come back to Chicago.
And I mean, she gonna come back and she gonna
live.
She gonna be loved in
You
certain
think she
parts.
gonna be loved?
Yes.
Nah. Whatever
In
happened to
certain
James?
parts.
She gonna be. What certain parts is that?
In the parts where she got her base.
Where is that?
I think it's like somewhere on the north side.
You think she still got a base?
Yes.
Who is it?
No, that ain't.
They can't tell.
You can't say nothing.
Ruthie, you've been at the party, you know.
No, but think about it. If you cozying up to the mayor right now, it might not be a good look for you.
Does the mayor know that?
Yes. That's why she feel like she falling on the sword for everybody. She's trying to go out strong. A hero.
So let me ask a question. Do you think that the mayor is setting it up to leave office?
I think the mayor is setting it up so that if she was to leave office, y'all can't say that she ain't leave under her own fruition. She bowing out. You see, she already set the play up. She name dropped people that was already leaving. The cop out. I say take it.
Cop out.
Take it. It's a really nice reason to not run for re-election.
Let me ask you a question. Could the mayor do you think the mayor should run for re-election? You think she got enough time to clean it up? Like, does the mayor have enough time to rebuild relationships? Or is it one of those things where it's like you get what you can get?
That's a good question.
Like, does the mayor have any time left to build? Like, I feel like everybody she can make a friend with.
I think that
she can't find no black men friends. Ain't nobody gonna trust her.
I think that if the mayor wanted to, she could reforge alliances. She had
to pay first.
I mean, however people do it. Like, I think she could if she wanted to, because it's always a quest for power
and money
and money, or is it the money and then the power? I don't know which one come first.
Well, I think depending. I think if you got real power, then you can make money. But if you got money, then you can buy power. Right?
Think about the current state of society. Like, the mayor is making history. That's how she been.
History as what? The lesbian gay mayor?
At the first, as well as What
I
other,
think people are tired of the first. After Barack, the first is really just a play.
But what other mayor has taken us through a global pandemic? Like, this is like...
did she really take us? She took the Penguin.
You got to think about legacy and what that means in terms of how people shape their own narratives.
I am the first mayor that
Lori Lightfoot is about to be in the school books, in the curriculum.
Whose curriculum? Come
on now. It's historical. So she's cementing her legacy in that way. And in about 10, 15 years... we gonna be to forget a lot of the stuff.
Tennille said all the black people ain't upset with the mayor Invest Southwest. Right, I'm just letting y'all know they invest in Southwest, so when y'all move, that they'll have good stuff left. Yeah, pay attention. Let me just say this because it's funny. We talked about this yesterday, but think about as you talk about all of the places where these investments are going, the land has already been cleared. Like you done already went through your violent stage. You done already went through all the stuff. So now it's easy to invest billions of dollars on the Southwest side when, you have kind of cleared out. The big issue on the Southwest side was what? Inglewood? Right? Now Inglewood's got the one of the lower crime rates, better housing stock. They got a Whole Foods. So black folks, like, let me just tell you that, because you say invest Southwest, and I got to preach just a little bit. Because I used to live on the Southwest side. I used to live on 83rd and Kedzie, right? That was a solid, from Western to Pulaski, was a solidly black neighborhood. Upwardly middle class. It's Latino now up to Kedzie. Hey, y'all, we want to thank everybody from the WBGX audience who has joined us. Please continue to watch and join the show. You can catch us on Facebook Live or on YouTube or on Twitch or on Periscope. But the Maze Jackson Show will be back in just a few minutes. But again, everybody on WBGX, thank you for tuning in. Give us a call. 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. We still gonna be live. So you know what? I ain't opening up the phone just yet. But stay tuned. Come on back with us. We'll be back after these messages. Plus news, traffic, and weather from DJ Reese the Ruler, who will get the Sox right, who lost 4-3. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like Maze said. Randy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we're about 60 years old. I be done had a heart.
You gotta get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
Yeah. All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't. You don't like that? Yeah. I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right. Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
Let's reminisce. Yeah. Woo. See, I remember the first day we met, a Thursday night at the club I'll never forget. Do you remember the words that I said?
it, you'll never regret. And you, with your pretty brown eyes, I knew, baby, you would change my life. And you opened up my eyes to see. I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Let's throw back to the day that we first met. Let's throw back, I never will forget. Let's throw back to when we fell in love. Let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Is it just me? Don't you miss those nights sexing on the beach, playing Isley Brothers in between the sheets? And now we're taking flights from London to Belize, and we're popping bottles, endless shopping sprees. Still sexy as can be. I knew you're still the only one for me. Yeah. I'm feeling lucky as can be. I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Yeah. To the day that we first met. Let's throw back. I really wanna know. Let's throw back. Let's go back. Let's throw back. Let's go. I wanna go. Oh, come on now. We were making love to the first time we let's reminisce of the whip. Making love. Come on now. Let's throw back. Oh, all I wanna do is throw it back. That's all I wanna do. Come on now. Let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Let's throw back, everybody. Let's throw back. If you love somebody, let's throw back. Talk about the love. Let's throw back. Let's throw. I wanna throw back. Reminisce on how it used to be. Oh yeah.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 8:05 a.m. and I am Reese the Ruler with your Chicagoland sports traffic and weather update. The Chicago Cubs beat the Reds 6-5. The Chicago White Sox lose to the Kansas City Royals 4-3. In traffic, on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop, 36 minutes outbound to O'Hare, 50. On the Eden, inbound from Deerfield to the Circle, 48 minutes outbound, exchange to Deerfield, 52 minutes. On the Eisenhower, inbound from Thorndale to the Loop, 47 minutes back out to Thorndale, 40. Stevenson, from I-355 to the Dan Ryan, 51 minutes, outbound 43. On the Bishop Ford, from the I-80 inbound to the Dan Ryan is 36 minutes, back out is 37. DeSable Lakeshore Drive, it is from 55th to Jackson, 9 minutes. From Jackson to 55th, 8 minutes. From Randolph to Bryn Mawr, 8 minutes. From Bryn Mawr to Randolph, 7 minutes. On the Dan Ryan, 18 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes to 95th. It is currently 79 and sunny. Today will be a high of 91 and a low of 73. I'm Reese the Ruler. That is your traffic, weather, and sports update. Now back to the Mays Jackson Show.
Back to the Mays Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Mays Jackson. Mays Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Mays Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Mays said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. For Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Miss Ruthie Moore, and DJ Reese the Ruler on the ones and twos. Plus, DJ is doing the traffic and weather. Ruthie, I want to talk to you about your mayor again. It seems like once again, she is taking an opportunity that almost seems like a no-brainer, putting her spin on it, and now it looks like it could be a real challenge. Ruthie, have you seen the story about the fact that the VGT, not VGT, have you seen the story that the casino operators are saying that now they may not want to, open up a casino? Two of the biggest players in the casino business have already tapped out. The third largest is saying they're still checking it out and there is still another option. But the mayor, it seems like, has put in some onerous requirements.
Oh, okay. Regulations.
Not regulations, dreams. Right? Because regulations are more like rules. Mm-hmm. She said that if you're going to build a casino in Chicago, you have to build a luxury resort. Not a casino, not 4 walls where you can put the machines, but a luxury resort. She also tried to tax them at 72%. The Illinois General Assembly knocked that down to 40%. But I tend to think that the mayor and her team, who have spent a tremendous amount of time blocking black access to this industry, and we'll talk about that in this conversation, are finding out that money doesn't grow on trees, and that even though these things seem profitable, there's a business aspect to it. And one of the things that I notice about this mayor's government is that this mayor's government tries to tell everybody else how to spend their own money. So when you hear about developers and you hear about people who come to Chicago with great projects, it's like they've really thought about, a lot of times when they present a project, there's economic concerns. Don't get it twisted. They're going to make money, but there's a certain amount of upfront capital. The mayor basically wants a $1 billion development for this casino. Now, it will make money, but will it make money for people to make their return on investment? But it also got me to thinking about what is happening in the rest of the state. Did you know that right now the biggest operators in the state are, and let me also back up. Even in this casino deal that the mayor is proposing, and she's proposing minority participation, it still is no access point for the average black person. So if you're already a multimillionaire black person, then you can quadruple gazillion your dollars, because you can take $1 million, or you can take $500,000, give it to the casino, and then flip it and turn it into and multiply your investment. But there aren't very many opportunities for those of us who live in this city to access it, even as people from around the country descend on Illinois to take advantage of our gaming industry. But Ruthie, what would you do if I told you that the casinos are not the biggest gaming interest in the state of Illinois? You know what the biggest gaming interest in the state of Illinois is?
Some type of technology or something.
Nope.
What is it?
You know when you go out to the suburbs and you see those Lotties and Dotties cafes, and you go to the suburbs and every bar you go and they got those video gaming machines in there that look like slot machines? Those are called video gaming terminals. Okay. Essentially, they are slot machines. Ruthie, what would you say if I told you that after taxes, those machines make $151 million a month?
A month?
Mm-hmm. A month.
That's a lot of money.
What if I told you that gaming in Illinois is a $1 billion industry in which we are completely left out? And now they're talking about building this casino in Chicago that's another that basically we've been priced out of. So you can't come with your little $30,000 investment and get in and be with the big boys. Mm. And now the casino operators are saying that they're not interested. Now, I got to put out there, though, check this out. What would you say if I told you that there are 7,578 establishments in the state of Illinois that actually allow gambling, slot machines?
7,000?
There are approximately 7,500 slot machines in Illinois.
Oh, wow.
That means that there are a total, basically they bring in after tax in the month of May, after tax, they brought in $151 million, a little bit over $151 million. You know how we all screaming about cannabis? Mm-hmm. There's a whole nother revenue stream that's happening everywhere in the state except for Illinois. Now, here's the funny part. As these casinos start to push back on what the city is trying to do as it relates to the casino, you'll start to see that these video gaming terminal operators are now trying to encroach upon the city, right? Plus sports betting. Mm. Now, within that realm, though, Ruthie, what would you say if I told you that there are no black people in that space? So 150, think about this. 3 companies, J&J Gaming, Excel, and Gold Rush, they control 70% of the total market. No black ownership at all. Ruthie, they're pulling down $151 million. And every establishment is making about $10,000 a month. We're out of that business. We have no access to it in Chicago. They have access to it in the suburbs, but guess who owns them in the suburbs?
Who?
The white boys. Mm. In all the blackest of the black suburbs. And so here we sit as the mayor seeks to create a multi-billion industry that people are pushing back on. And even in that process, guess what they got? No black participation. Ruthie, think about this, though. Think about this. One company, J&J, brings home $22 million a month after they pay out all of their partners. $22 million a month. No black partnerships, no black ownerships, no black distributors, no black nothing. $22 million per month. And guess who's sitting at the Lotties and Dotties pubs in the suburbs? Your mama and them. So let me also say that we came to the city of Chicago and said to the city of Chicago, hey guys, we don't have a space in this industry, but we have an opportunity. Remember I told you about the sweepstakes? Remember how the white guys was out there corrupting and criminalizing them, and the black folks got involved and cleaned it up, and now it's like we say every Arab corner store in the city of Chicago, every Indian corner store in Chicago. I was in Beverly, Ruthie. Literally, I was in Beverly on Saturday stopping to get a Snapple, and I'm talking about Beverly is the whitest of the white people. Inside, I go into their corner store, and guess what they got? Sweepstakes machines. So we go to black elected officials and say, hey, y'all, these white guys are making $22 million a month. Just one company. A month. Can you please let us in? You know what they tell you to even get to be able to be one of these 22 million? You got to have $250,000 cash. And you had to be able to prove where you got it from for 3 years. So what does that mean? How many black people get an opportunity to participate in it? Because can I tell you, and then what they do is they price you out of it and then come back and ask you, can they rent your facility? And they pay you $10,000 off the $22 million that they made off you. And you be like, yeah, thank you. Thank you, please. I got to understand, when do we create these opportunities for ourselves? Ruthie, I was thinking about the mayor in this casino, though. Who are the black people that get a piece? There's no opportunity for black investment unless you're at a certain level. At the meantime, white guy, they've put in, do you know that if you try to do in the VGT business, if you got a felony, if you ever been involved in crime, they can cut you out? So what does that do? Put you out of business. You got to have a liquor license. No access. So they create all these barriers, tell you why we should not be able to participate as these white boys are pulling down. Can you imagine the gravity of a white guy saying that we don't want them Negroes over there to participate in the business at all while we make $22 million a month and y'all stay poor, but we want to invite y'all to come to our spaces in your neighborhoods. So when you go to Harvey, when you go to Dalton, when you go to all these places, you got to ask yourself, who are the people that are benefiting? Yeah, the municipality makes taxes, but how many black people are getting wealthy off of, again, white folks put those joints and stop us from participating? I am asking right now, when we see all of these billions of dollars being prepared to be made, what is the plan for black people to participate? Because it's not as sexy. This stuff ain't as sexy as cannabis. But Ruthie, $22 million for one company a month. And then they could spend $1 million saying don't let nobody else in the industry because it'll be bad. So that one place that black people have access to, sweepstakes. We got white folks talking black folks out of being involved. So white folks telling the black legislators and leaders not to be involved. Because why? Because they don't want you to be able to compete for your own people in their game.
That's politics, though. Shut out the competition.
Yeah, but why? My point is, that's white politics being executed on black people. How do we look at,
But see, it's because we have not defined what black politics is. We keep trying to play the same game. And we can't play the same game the same way. We don't have the same outcomes. So we got to play the game different.
And so my point is, though, Ruthie, is that how do we get black people to ask, why is it that white people are so concerned about black people not having an opportunity? Like, here's my thing. So these VGT operators, they come to you and tell you about all the bad things that happen with sweepstakes and all of that and how it's terrible. First of all, people in sweepstakes are begging to pay taxes. Let's start there. As black people, we're asking for you to give us an opportunity to pay taxes and participate and create the space that you create for white folks. I was looking at this. The city is begging to have casinos and in the meantime are telling us we're going to say no to you passing sweepstakes and which we can be collecting money on within 30 days in the hopes that these white boys from somewhere else are going to come in and bless us with $1 billion. And you're in the same time cutting out all of the black folks who have an opportunity. Meanwhile, the Arabs and the Indians are doing it all day long. And then you got the $22 million a month company coming to black legislators and black people saying, don't let them Negroes participate because they might figure out how we making money. I don't understand how we allow ourselves to be talked out of the game. Like, how are we convinced? Walk like a duck, talk like a duck, and the white guy can convince us that it ain't a duck. It will be bad for black folks to have an opportunity. What opportunity do we have in any of this industry? Like sports betting. Remember I told you white boys made $45 million in one day. 10 people split it and bounced. They opened up sports betting on teams in Illinois. Black kids gonna be getting betted on, and we can't even bet. We can only bet. We can't place the bets. Where's the black sports book? Where is the black sports betting opportunity? Right? Like, these people create and write laws, and now we saw the mayor write a law that is basically going to price herself out of having a casino, and at the same time pricing us out, saying we can't participate in the meantime. And to top it all off, they say, don't let them have nothing, and the white boys say, well, we'll keep making $22 million a month in the suburbs. But don't let them Negroes eat. Starve them in the city, and so when the mayor finds out that they can't get a casino because it's more profitable for us with these VGT machines, guess what? Then they get in, and we still been priced out. As compared to letting us get in and then having a share of the market that gives us the leverage to go to the white boys who have been cutting us out of the $22 million across the state and saying, that can't happen in Chicago. Y'all can cut the Negroes out all over the country, all over the state. But when it comes to Chicago, if there are no black operators, if y'all ain't buying y'all machines from nobody black, if y'all putting them in these corner stores and y'all not giving none of the brothers none of them and they operating, y'all can't operate. Then to make it crazy, they got two white boys and a Latino coming to convince black folks that black folks can't participate. Look, y'all, check this out. Right now, if the black people could get together with the black legislators, black elected officials in Chicago, while they're waiting on a casino, we could be participating in building wealth and building up our economics so we could be ready when the casino comes to have investment. Imagine if black folks at the airport were able to put their machines in, to put the sweepstakes machines in, because we now have black ownership, and they say the test pilot program is in these black ownership, and now until we get a casino, the black folks get to operate. Then when them white boys come with the casino and they say you need $250,000, there'll be somebody with $250,000. Right now they say if you ain't got $250,000 that you can show, you can't participate. How many black people you know got 250 liquid? The mayor tells you that gambling is officially legal around the state, but then say when the black folks got a solution as to how we can get in, we ain't even got to fight with the white boys. We done already did all the work. So it's like, again, you trying to tell me that white boys can make $22 million. One company can make $22 million with no black participation in the suburbs. They're trying to open up a opportunity in the city, and we can't even, and we could get the jump on the game. Like the jump. And they won't give us the jump for the hopes that some white folks from somewhere else is going to come and make rich and make off one payment. Like, I need for y'all to understand that the reason that you saw all of that sweepstakes stuff happening, and I'm gonna break it down because when I saw this deal about this casino, it just drove me crazy because the whole premise is, look, y'all, if we can build black saturation throughout the black neighborhoods, when the casino comes, it's one of two things. They either gotta buy us out or give us shares in exchange for the casino. And all of us can buy into this at a small, medium, or large rate. But what they will tell you is, no, we can't let you make money because the white boys won't be able to make infinite money. Mm-hmm. They say nobody makes money until we make ours. Sound familiar? Cannabis.
Head start.
We give the white boys a head start in our city, in our neighborhoods. Because can I tell y'all what's going to happen? You see all of those VGT machines that are in the corner stores and all the Arab corner stores, when they make them legal, guess what happens? They'll push those machines out and put in, because they'll have a liquor license. So they can put in the VGT terminals and we get completely cut out of the business again. As compared to being in a situation where if the city says they're legal, we can play too. All the while, they're telling us we can't participate at all until 4 white companies, 2 of which have said we can't even deal with your deal with what you're talking about. The third one saying, yeah, we ain't ready yet. And all the time, black people ready to be able to do the same thing that those white companies could do. And they saying no. Y'all can't do it. Y'all wait for these rich white guys to come and put their money and game plan together. And then we'll tell 6 of y'all can get $10,000 each and get in, and y'all could turn into a millionaire. But not 6. It'll be 250,000, and it'll be the same 10 people that's already millionaires becoming re-rich even in the black space. Our birthright being stolen even as we have an opportunity to take advantage. All good when it was the white boys doing it. All good. White boys get in trouble, now black folks get cut out. Mm. And we trying to operate legit. Like we like, please pass a law for us. Please make us do all it, right? But the marriage it's 100% legal. Y'all know I went off on a tangent, but I just thought I'm telling you. Ruthie. The Black Wealth Initiative has negotiated a deal for black people in the sweepstakes space. Now, it's essentially a prepaid version of those VGT machines, but if we have could you imagine if they gave black folks the opportunity to operate at the airport? You could start to create black wealth and black millionaires who have the opportunity and then put them in a position to flip so that how much airport concessions do we get? We watching these white kids do you know that these white kids have turned airport concessions into being the exclusive food vendor and the exclusive alcohol vendor of Lollapalooza and exclusive vendorship. So now you go to a black park or you go to a park on the south side, and guess what? The liquor is being sold by white people. And the concessions is being sold by other white people. So they've taken us up and carved us up again. Why can't we put ourselves in play this time? You need revenue. They like, black folks, Ruthie, I went to the city and said, hey, yo, we could get y'all $50, $60 million in revenue. No, Negro, that's not enough. When do black people go to and say, give us an opportunity to pay taxes and we can help the city, and they tell you no, as they say, because we waiting on these white boys for 3 years? No, you can't get in because, so imagine right now, could you imagine at the auto show? Can you imagine at all of these big places where black folks the Black Wealth Initiative has created an opportunity for black folks to play in a same arena? Not at the same level, but be in the same arena. Who do you talk to? Who is the visionary that says, you know what? That machine looked like the white boy machine, and the white boys got all the advantage everywhere else but in Chicago. When does that ever happen? Look, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We're gonna take a quick break. Reese gonna hit you with some traffic news and weather. Y'all need to reach out to Tennille on the Black Wealth Initiative. Reach Tennille on the Black Wealth Initiative. We should be able to control our own neighborhoods. Hey man, everybody comes in and takes money out. Why we can't get the airport? Why we can't put our machines somewhere? And imagine walking through the airport and hearing all the lights, the dings, the bells, and knowing that money is going to not just white folks, but black folks too. Imagine walking through the airport and the pride that you would have in knowing that as them people sit down in front of the machines, it ain't just, because it's always a story of the poor black folks that's in the neighborhood that's losing their money. Well, give us some of the white people money that's coming through the airport, that's got disposable income, that's waiting, that's buying $20 drinks. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? It is now 8:36 a.m. and I am Reese the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports weather and traffic update. In sports, the Cubs beat the Reds 6-5, while the White Sox fall short to the Kansas City Royals 4-3. In traffic on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop 51 minutes. Back out to O'Hare is 48 on the Eden. Inbound from Deerfield to Exchange 40 minutes. Outbound Exchange to Deerfield 52 on the Eisenhower. Inbound from the Thorndale to the Loop 62 minutes. Back out to Thorndale 40. Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan 51 minutes. Back out will be 34. On the Bishop Ford, I-80 inbound to the Dan Ryan will be 36. Back out will be 37 on the Dan Ryan. 18 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive from 55th to Jackson, 9 minutes. From Jackson to 55th, 8 minutes. Randolph to Bryn Mawr, 8 minutes. Bryn Mawr to Randolph, 7 minutes. Today's weather, it is currently 78 and sunny. Today will be a high of 91 and a low of 73. Now here's So Good.
what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20 piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that clone on. Why you gotta look so good, good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that clone on, girl. Why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me all that you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done.
Good. Why I gotta look so good? Why I gotta look so good? Why I gotta look so good? You ever put yourself in the songs? When you do the songs, I be putting myself in the songs. Like, you know, I be like, I do the I always, you know, like I change it to Maze. Like if they can, if it's a one syllable, I'm always gonna put it in there.
Put yourself?
Yep, I gotta be the superstar. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Maze Jackson, DJ Reese the Ruler, and Ruthie Moore in the building. Ruthie round here. Ruthie, what you over there doing? Wake up. What you doing?
Oh, sending some emails.
See, Ruthie
Sending
be
some
double
text
tasking.
message.
She be like, look, I'm getting my work done to hold your dig. Look, y'all, it is the Maze Jackson Show. All of the neighborhood opportunity bonus funds that I mean. So look, y'all be telling me all type of crazy stuff. It's funny. I be like, y'all, I be hitting on some notes, and then y'all want to be like, yeah. All I'm saying is, let me just say this. I don't know why we have to wait. Like, black people have a solution, an in the meantime solution for the city of Chicago, even as the mayor is having challenges. Ruthie, we literally could have the city of Chicago making money off of people and sweepstakes until they get a casino. Like, imagine the city needs revenue and they could be in 30 days, but when the black people say we can show you how to do the same thing the white folks do, they be like, no. We got to wait for the white people. Like, I guess my question is, why wouldn't we give ourselves the opportunity to take full advantage? What? How come when the black folks got an idea, people think you're going to get in trouble when it's black folks then? When it's white folks, they be like, oh, yeah, that's an innovation.
It's a disconnect between emerging industries and our ability to access that wealth.
No, it's a disconnect between black emerging industries and black people understand. Like, I feel like white folks be like, is this an opportunity to make you rich?
I think emerging industries is a big thing. Innovation. That's what everybody's trying to do. And part of it is that they don't wait to do it. They do it and then they'll get the laws changed if necessary.
Which
That's
is
the difference. We be worried about getting in trouble.
Because we will get in trouble. Because the white people will be like, get them in trouble. And after they're all in trouble, then we'll move in and then we'll come back and we'll let y'all out. We'll give y'all expungements. We'll expunge y'all for doing all the same stuff. Like okay, I'm through. I'm through talking about it. City of Chicago, just like to point out to all of our elected officials, literally, you could literally give an unprecedented opportunity to black people in this industry just by the delay in the casinos. And if they say once the casinos are here, take them out, just tell the casinos they got to pay the black people. Why y'all account everybody money for everybody else except for when it's black people to get paid right. Hey, Ruthie.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that Chicago Magazine came out with its new best list? It was interesting. They came out with this. It's called the Best of New Chicago.
Oh.
Ruthie, I was thinking some kind of way like, so I read this every year. The Chicago Magazine's The Best of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
But it was interesting because this was different. Like I read it and it's like, usually it's the best of Chicago. And then it's like the best sandwiches, the best blah, 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 right?
Oh, okay, that kind of
Then
stuff.
you go through and it's like the top 10. But this says the best of, and I think this is important, Chicago Magazine, the new Chicago. So, I was like, what is the best of the new? What the hell is the new Chicago? And they described it as the people, places, and things that emerged stronger and as forces during the pandemic.
Oh.
So, I know y'all probably like, this dude be tripping, but this is all part of the interconnectedness of the conversation today. The best of the new Chicago, the people that emerged stronger or made a name for themselves during this pandemic. And I feel like the new Chicago, you're going to start to hear that more often, right? And so then when you start thinking about, remember all the stuff we've been talking about, the crime and violence in the hood, do you think that part of the new Chicago will be what we saw with Showtime, right? In the $500,000 investment. New Chicago is when you see $300,000 homes going up in Chatham. I must tell you that I appreciate all of the community organizations, like say the community development corporations. But do y'all realize that those community development corporations can change hands once the community changes?
Good point.
So Greater Auburn Gresham, right? Auburn Gresham is going to remain the neighborhood. It just depends on who's in it. And so oftentimes when we build infrastructure for other people. Remember how I was telling y'all last week how St. Anthony bought the hospital bought the land, used their nonprofit status to buy the land for $5 million, then traded it up to another corporation who gave them their space back, and then they built a $600 million job training and facility on the site of the old Washburn Training Academy, which was what our black legislators fought for. So it's often like when Antonio was talking about Invest Southwest, which neighborhood opportunity fund money, etc., which is all cool. But I think that's 27 people. But the other part that I think you got to understand is that they don't look at it for now. They look at it for the future. Mm-hmm. And so, again, even when we built as we talked about the Whole Foods in Inglewood, we were thinking about it in the now. They were thinking about it in the future.
Because think about our immediate needs. We be down so bad that you think about, we really need access to these fresh fruits and vegetables above all things. But again,
so then the white people come build a community garden.
It's the same thing with emerging industries. Like, that's how they sometimes can get us, because our immediate needs be,
more pressing than our long-term. Right.
Well, it's more so than, because to me, long-term is collective.
I feel like
we don't have that level of connectivity amongst ourselves.
Let me give you a perfect case example. When I was working in the 18th Ward, Bogan was becoming a bad high school, or quote unquote. The white folks was like, we need another high school because Bogan is bad and blah, 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 blah. And I remember we built a high school, state of the art, new, on the southwest side, And the black folks in the neighborhood were so excited, and guess what now? It's a Latino school. So it's like we become the force as to why they say they're doing it, knowing that we're going to be gone, and then they can occupy the space. And I think it's that best of New Chicago makes me nervous. But got me to thinking about the bests of Chicago for Black Chicago. And so before anybody does it, I'm going to do the best blacks, the best of Chicago, and I'm going to do a list, right? And I'm going to ask people to vote. And I'm going to open up categories, and we're going to put those categories up for a week, right? And we're going to ask you all to vote on them. And then we're going to have our own recognition and awards of the best of Black Chicago. Because in the book, it talks about the best, like, you know, they do best restaurants, best experience, best everything. So I was going to ask you a few questions while we're here. What areas do black people dominate in Chicago right now? What industry? Is there any industry or any arena that we dominate? Then I'm going to say, what's the best? So I got to say, do we still dominate in the chicken and fish industry? I don't think so. I really don't. I think we still have Harold's, and I think we have the classic battle of Harold's versus Uncle Remus. But the reality is, I don't know that we dominate in the chicken and fish industry. But who are the best chicken and fish fryers in the black community?
It depends on what kind of chicken and fish you like to eat. Explain that. If you like corner store chicken and fish, then we know where you can get.
No, I'm saying black owned. We don't own the corner store.
Oh, well then no.
So I'm gonna ask y'all who got the best chicken. It may not even be Harold's or Uncle Remus. It's this place in Roseland.
You know where I had good chicken at?
Where?
Five Loaves.
Five Loaves got everything good, but I heard they was. I didn't hear they was close.
Yeah.
Cause they can't get nobody to come back. But I'm gonna tell you, there's this place in Roseland that got some chicken, and they got this honey something sauce. I can't think of what it is. They got some bomb chicken, but I want to know who got the best chicken. I don't even know who fries fish anymore. Like real black fish. Like, no, I'm saying, like, I don't want no catfish nuggets. I want catfish steaks, and I don't like the people that fry with the sweet. You know, like, have you seen, like, how they kind of, like, the problem is when you go to all the places, it's either Harold's fries days too hard, right? It's like it'd always be too dark, right? Because I think they throw it in the grease. In the second, they use the chicken grease, then they move it over to the fish, and then they put the fish in there. Who does the best fried fish in Chicago? Remember how, like, y'all can't say Lawrence's, and y'all can't say, Goose Island. Right? Who's the best black at that? Who got the best black barbecue? I'm gonna tell y'all, and y'all gonna say, y'all gonna say Limbs. But can I tell you that white folks done caught up on black folks on the barbecue? They really have. They just ain't got the tips down yet, but they done caught up on the barbecue. But who has the best barbecue in Chicago? Right? Y'all gonna say Limbs, Coleman's, right? Somebody gonna say Joe's. Joe's used to be my go-to spot. Then one day I seen the rats. I was like, ooh. Because I used to go to both Joe's. There was one on Madison, there's one on Chicago. Boy, I used to go to both them bad boys because there was a time when I did. But who got the best barbecue? What's the best bar in Chicago? Black bar in Chicago? Alice's is too vinegary. I like Honey One. Some days though they get white. They sometimes Honey One. You know Honey One was a North Side white barbecue at one point. Who got the best sit down black restaurant? That's probably Virtue. Who got the best bar? I-57 cut they tips too little. Best lounge? Right? Like, what's the best lounge? Who got the best black clothing store in the city of Chicago? Black owned. Who? Oh, Pillars.
Pillars are owned by
and they owned by
boys.
Sigmas. I said I was gonna take my son by Pillars probably in the next day or two because I got to go step by. But like that's probably gonna be. Man, do y'all remember there was a time when Chicago was the black clothing capital of the world? Remember when Crew Sports was cracking? Y'all remember when Crew Sports was cracking on 87th Street? Who else? So who got the best barbecue? Who got the best clothing store? Who got the Pillars is the best clothing store?
I think black owned in Chicago, like they coming up, NBA players with their stuff and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it Pillars brand or is it
their brand? It's like a brand stuff. So they got their clothing stuff, but they sell like
jumpers and shit.
Stuff, but they have their own clothing line. Black owned. I think they own a fourth store in Chicago in like 3 years or something like that.
Wait, they got 4 stores currently?
Yes, they got the one on.
Shout out to the men of Phi Beta Sigma doing it right. Yep, Blue Phi, you know all of that. What else? What else we cracking in? Best black construction company. Best black lawn care company. Best small black business. Best place to smoke. Cigars. Black people for cigars. No, I'm gonna first of all, let's do this. I'm gonna ask you all to go to the Maze Jackson, not the page, but to my personal page, and I'm going to ask you for categories. But here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to identify a black best list that we're gonna vote on, and then we're gonna announce the winners, and we're gonna ask them to come all up in this joint. Right? We'll have them come in. Maybe we'll even give them an award. Because y'all know I plan on having the What's in it for the Black People Awards at the end of the year, right? So it may have to go virtual because I think we're going back inside. Ooh. But regardless, Joe Willie's. Joe Willie's done snuck up on mugs. That whatever that sauce is, whatever that sauce is, they put them wings in and you dip your shrimp in. Oh yeah. Joe Willie's is a no joke. Best black sandwich in Chicago. I can't give it to Home of the Hoagie no more. That weight just blow me. It does. Woo. So now I might go with Haley's Hoagies. Haley's be snapping. See, but then what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a list and we're going to go check out all of those things. What's the best black church in Chicago? Woo, you want to get them started?
You know they're going to say John Hanna. Don't play.
John Hanna. No, they go. Lisa Cooper gonna say, Reverend, what's his name? Jack Meeks. Then you know you're gonna have the fellowship people. Then you know what's the big black church on the west side. Then you gotta get Reverend out there in Maywood. I can't think of his name. Claude.
I know exactly.
He got a big old church. Yeah. Who got the best black church in the city of Chicago? Who got the best choir? Oh no, because I'm gonna have a contest. We're gonna do the best choir. We're gonna do the best choir with the Church Chicago. Look, Adrian said Progressive Baptist Church. Trinity, amen. Trinity lost me when they endorsed Anna Valencia. They lost me with that one. I was like, all these black folks, and before we can even do nothing. Apostolic, man. Nobody in Apostolic live in Apostolic neighborhood, though. Them churches drive in and drive out. Y'all remember when Johnny Coleman used to be the truth? All right. What's the best black car wash? It's one on Madison in California. I'm going to tell you, I be getting the best car washes, but it's just hectic. They be like, on the wall, it says no blunts, no primos, no cocaine, no. But I'm going to tell you, it's a car wash like a mug. And you get a show. You get a show, too. Let's see. What is the best? So we're going to come up with the best blacks, and then we're going to come up with a list. Because here's the other thing that I got to come up with. And I know that the black pages exist. But I feel like I don't know how widespread it is. So I feel like people ask us all the time, and I need a list. Who are the best black attorneys? Right? Who is the best black accounting firm? Right? I want to get not just, but like, who are the bests? Who is the Best black media outlet. What's in it for the black people media? I'm gonna put my thumb on the scale on that. Best strip club. This is not Week Wednesdays. Thank you very much. Yeah, he don't speak to everybody. He don't even speak to me. I think he'd be like, listen, but I really do. Best black beauty supply store, best black nail shop. Look, Ryan, you want to be a co-producer on the show, man? Just call us or something. Look, Reese looked up like, no, you ain't gonna be no co-producer. That's my job now. Best black dealership. What's my man? The A. They begin with an A. They in Bolingbrook and they're at, I want to have a hair contest. I would love to have the best hairstylist. Like, who's the best loctician? Who does the best locks? Who got the best beauty supply? I think Issue's going to win. Who's the best black blogger? Ooh, best black. Do black people groom dogs? Y'all take y'all dog to the groomer. Y'all know y'all like to take y'all groomers to the white people dogs, though.
Oh, my goodness. No, there are black grooming places you can take your dog.
Where's the best black kennel? Best black, best black doggy supply. Wait, is there a black pet? Remember when there used to be black pet stores?
There used to be black everything stores. We couldn't use the white
What
people's.
is the best advantage? What is the best black corner store? There is one. No, I know there's one. Because my man, Calvin, and his wife, I want to say, Dr. Audrey, the best black doctor.
Right.
Who's the best black dentist? Right? I think it's Dr. Barnes, maybe. I be trying to get an appointment. Who is the best black businessman and woman, best black business owner? Right? Who got the best black morning show? I think we know the answer to that. I'm just telling y'all. It is the Maze Jackson. Ooh, black cleaners. It's only like 2. But nah, they got history. So my thing is here, guys, if we can come up with a best of, and then we can break that list down by region, then maybe I could get an assistant and they could put that together. But look, y'all, best black jerk, that's me. Oh, you mean chicken?
You funny, Mace.
Well, they do call me a jerk, though. Best black jerk. All right, y'all. And woman. Because, black women in business, you see how the mayor's doing taking care of her business.
Oh, it must be 9 o'clock.
She representing for y'all.
Must be 9 o'clock.
Why? Because it's time for you to go?
You know, people, your mom be like, you must be getting sleepy. When you start acting silly, you must be getting sleepy.
Hey, the Woodlawn Dental Gallery, is that the one that's the blue building? Dr. Perry used to be my dentist. You know how you remember people when they was nice when you was a kid and then you meet them again, they be old and mad? That's how Dr. Perry was. So look, y'all, we're going to come up with a best blacks list. And then we are best black workout facility, best black boat, best black venue, donut shop. All right, y'all. Let's get the best of list going. If you nominate them, I'm going to ask you to nominate the best of. I'm just going to list the best of. I'm going to ask you to nominate them. Best black vegan is, of course, Maze Jackson and the Plant-Based African. No, I'm just joking. Shout out to Brother Sadiq. All right, y'all. It is time to go. Ruthie is packing up on me.
I do got to go to work.
Ruthie.
Unfortunately.
We got to talk about this. It's the Maze Jackson Show. So for Maze and Sonia and Ruthie and Todd, DJ Reese the Ruler, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's the best black recipes? What's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace. Kerry better win the best black politician, too. I'm just telling y'all because I'm going to put that up there because that's just what it is. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace.